Good morning, everybody. Dr. Anita here. You're riding in the car with the Chiro, but we're not riding in the car today. So I'm sitting down on my dock here, just taking in the temperatures and the beauty of the start of the morning after my workout. And I wanted to talk today about mental health matters, because I've been seeing a ton of people coming in lately, and it's been an interesting change. Normally, I see a lot of females, a lot of women coming in with anxiety and depression and things like that. But over the last 2 weeks, I've been noticing an upward tick of young men in their 20s and 30s suffering with anxiety and depression, taking medication, and feeling like, I don't know. I don't know if there's any hope. You know, those are the kind of comments that I get. And I say to myself after I walk out, man, that's just a young dude. Like, why is he struggling so much? Are the expectations in our world that difficult that a young guy in his 20s or 30s feels like there's no hope in his future? Married, not married, young, attractive, single, dating, it didn't matter. Has kids? Nothing was moving the needle for them. And so a couple weeks ago, I did my Mental Health Matters workshop in my office. And what I learned was the biggest issue for people struggling with any kind of mental health struggles is the lack of hope. That when they seek help from many providers, the hope is in the form of a pill, but that's not really hope. It's just, here, let me give you something so you don't feel, or so you feel differently, instead of really getting at the root cause of why are you anxious? Why are you depressed? And I find that with anxiety, depression goes hand in hand with that. So when we're anxious, we're sitting at the back portion of our brain. It's called the amygdala. And at that back portion of our brain is our fight, flight, freeze response. And when we're stuck in the back portion of our brain, we can't have logical thinking, because logical thinking happens in the forefront of our brain. I'm wearing a hat. And so the pathway going from the back of the brain to the front of the brain just doesn't get established enough or strong enough or deep enough so that people stay stuck in that fight, flight response, and they're just stuck there in this heightened state all the time. And so they add things to their body to decrease that heightened, holy cow, my hair's a mess, to decrease that heightened state, right? And all those things depress that heightened state. Well, you take them long enough, then you go from the heightened state to that depressed state, right? Depressed. So now you're not at this high level, now you're at this way low level, like barely existing. That's not what life was meant to be. And so as a chiropractor, I feel compelled to start talking about this, because it's so important in our society that we allow people an opportunity for hope. And that mental health issues are real. They're real in our loved ones. They're real in our workplace. They're real in our communities. They're real in our world. Gosh, if you get up and watch the news, man, you're starting your day off depressed, man. They're talking today. I caught it for a couple of minutes before I jumped on my bike, and they're talking about pregnant women getting the jab and that they should get it. Has anybody read the research about that jab and how many miscarriages have occurred? Oh wait, I forgot. Social media won't allow us to share that with you. Imagine that. I just got a thing yesterday saying that YouTube is no longer going to allow any videos that talk about the jab. Doesn't matter who posts them. Doesn't matter if they're a virologist, an immunologist, a medical doctor, an osteopathic chiropractor, a nutrition. It doesn't matter. A nurse. They're on the front lines. They're seeing it. But we're not allowed to talk about that. We're not allowed to talk about the truth. Man, that makes me anxious. But see, I have strategies. I have strategies in place so I don't stay stuck in the back of my brain. Good morning, Anne-Marie. Strategies so that I can flip that switch and get out of that stuck mode, move forward to the front of my brain so that I can make conscious decisions to move out of staying stuck. I don't want to be stuck. Nobody wants to be stuck. But our healthcare world leaves us stuck in the back of our brain. So what's chiropractic got to do with that? Well, first and foremost, we are hope providers. We offer hope every day in our office. Every day you come in and you get an adjustment, you're better after your adjustment than you were before the adjustment. Every single time. I can say that with outright confidence. Why? Because I know that when I remove interference in that nervous system, your body's working better than it ever was. So those pathways are freer than they ever were. So we don't have to remain stuck, right? So removing interference to the nervous system will allow the body to normalize. And when the body's able to normalize, our thought process becomes clearer. I also like to think that I am a hope warrior because I have lots of strategies for you. My strategy is start out my morning with exercise. I jump on that bike or I hit the gym and pump some iron because I get that flow going in my body. I rev my engine up so that my body's ready to start my day. No matter what comes in my way, I'm ready to conquer. I have a sticker on my mirror. Every morning I get up and I'm in gratitude. I'm in gratitude right now for where I live. Look at the glory of this place, man. The sun's shining bright. It feels wonderful. I'm sitting down here at the water. My dog is leaning against me on her pillow. And it's a wonderful, I'm in gratitude for the opportunity to be who I am and live where I live, right? And I'm in gratitude for the fact that I'm a chiropractor and I make a difference every day when I lay my hands on somebody's spine and nervous system, whether it's a newborn baby or yesterday it was my 89-year-old patient who came in. Everybody gets an opportunity to be better when they walk out my door. So, man, I'm grateful that I have been given this gift called chiropractic, right? So I'm wearing a hat. It says, I can't say it backwards, pure and simple. Oh, my God, my hair. Chiropractic, pure and simple. It is pure and simple. Life, health, and healing is pure and simple. I'm not a hat wearer, as you know. Otherwise, I would wear them every day when I come from the gym and do this ride. But mentor of mine gave me this hat and it brings me home because chiropractic is so pure. All we do is acknowledge that the internal wisdom of the human body works absolutely perfect, was designed absolutely perfect. And all we do as chiropractors is unleash that potential within your body so that you can be as healthy as you were designed to be. So we're out there talking and teaching about strategies so that you can be at your very best. And if you're struggling with mental health issues, I want you to know that there are solutions out there that don't require drugs. There are solutions. And if you are taking medications, there are solutions for you to get off of those medications and find your way. I just did a reevaluation on a patient yesterday. She came to me on, 5 or 6 pain meds. A couple months later, she's reduced her pain medications 50%. The light in her eyes has opened up. I'm grateful for the opportunity to be a part of that journey of health and healing. Do we still have work to do with her? You bet we do. But she's willing to trust her body to do what it's designed to do so that she can be healthier for herself, her partner, healthier in life, so that she can live the rest of her life fully and completely. So if you or someone you love is struggling with mental health issues, message me. I'm doing a mental health workshop in the month of October, and I would love to have you come, and I'd love to share the research that I've read about so that you know that there's hope out there for everyone, especially if there's young children and you're considering medicating your kids. Please reconsider, come to my Mental Health Matters workshop, and let's find some new strategies so that your kid doesn't have to think that the only way to be healthy mentally is to take something from the outside in. So, I'm Dr. Anita from Mylon Family Chiropractic Center, and you've been riding in the car with the chiro, but we're sitting on my dock looking out here in this beauty. Let me just give you a view of what that all looks like, because I am blessed to live here. Wow. I appreciate you coming along for my ride, and I look forward to seeing you next week. Have a fantastic weekend and enjoy the weather. Get outside and get some vitamin D. See ya.